Wednesday webinar, the mentorship webinar. Big night tonight, folks. We have plenty of people from all over the world. Just wanted to get started though, really quickly. I'm going to do a Captain's Corner, just a new segment, pretty much based on what goes on with our captains and what they put into the newsletter, connecting with corporate. So I'll just get things underway by sharing my screen here, and we'll just set that up and go back to the start. Hello. Okay. So if you've already seen the newsletter, you would have read right through it, but we'll just recap. Basically, from the captain's point of view, news came out. Obviously, the second GNLG, or Global Network Leaders Group, massive event in Vietnam. Had a list of DealShaker country managers and amazing DealShaker events all around the world. So get into the newsletter, don't miss the events that are coming up, and obviously we're just going to go through a little bit of what happened in the Captain's Corner. So as we can see there in Vietnam, plenty of leaders from around the world, GNLG, gathered in Ho Chi Minh to at the crypto center there, and studied hard for 2 or 3 days of intensive meetings and new trainings by our captains, King James, and our Captain Simon Lair. You can see everyone there from all around the world. So the second GNLG meeting was held for 2020. The first DealShaker country trainers manager training was held also, and the core team toured DealShaker stores in Ho Chi Minh, and many other activities were a part of the huge global event that took place in Vietnam. So a series of meetings and trainings started during the weekend, and over 60 leaders attended the event. So fantastic exhibition there. All the meetings and lectures and conversations were established the new beginnings on the DS platform, where our DealShaker country managers will run their businesses with local expertise, making sure a mixture of merchants are on board to ensure members, customers can buy a wide range of products and services. That's what we're all looking for in that regard. So the new DealShaker country managers were appointed and announced, and I guess we can all see those in the list on the newsletter, but I've just got them here just quickly. So if you see your country there, congratulations to everybody that is on that list. Very prestigious list, and new beginnings. So as we move through, and very, very good news, new DealShaker platform. So, this means that things are happening in the background, ladies and gentlemen. And, we have been waiting and patiently waiting and working in the background, and the company is delivering. So the new DealShaker platform will be presented in summer. So their summer, that means May, June, July. Mid-2020, a huge company event. You read that, a huge company event. A secure, stable, and modern DS platform is to be released starting from the end of February. So just at the end of this month, the new platform will be released, probably only a little bit at a time. Just can't dump the whole thing in one go. And the captains will be receiving progress updates about the program on a bi-weekly basis. So I'm sure that they will keep us informed and updated to the progress of this new platform that the company is rolling out. So fantastic news there for the DealShaker. And as we see, we were told that things have stopped and nothing is happening around the world. Well, this is definitely going to prove everybody wrong, because in Mexico on February the 8th, you can see a very big group people there. Italy hasn't stopped. They've just continued and continued and continued. So fantastic stuff there. in Estonia. We had meetings in Estonia and also in Ecuador. So, very, very prominent meetings happening around the world. Also, in Thailand, just gone. A very, very special update and training from our captain, Simon Le, and also the DS core team manager, Fred Fock. Diamond there in Thailand just recently, and that looked like it was a very successful and very, very big meeting. So fantastic stuff there in Thailand. Congratulations. So that will be a little bit of enough from me in that regard on Captain's Corner. So get the subscribe to the newsletter, and that's quite easy to do. You can see that on the website, or ask someone to send you the link. Then you'll have all of the details and updates of what's going on with the company and what's to come. So, what is to come? Wow, we have our newly appointed Japanese country deal shaker manager. Wow, Saya Ikegami is with us tonight. So I'll just get you there. How are you? Konnichiwa, Saya. Can you hear me?
Konnichiwa.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, yes, Saya has been working in the background of the Japanese market now for quite a number of years. She's trained in the deal shaker compliance, and now is the Japan representative deal shaker country manager. So congratulations on that first up. And we would like to give you the floor in regards to what's going on in Japan and what's going on in Tokyo coming up soon. So take it away. The floor is yours, Saya.
Okay, thank you. Can I share my screen now?
Sure.
Saya, there is a echo. You have to switch off one of your mic.
Yeah, already did, Fred.
Thank you.
Yep, you're okay now, Saya. Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you for giving me the chance to share our feedback in this webinar today. And first of all, I'd like to explain the past situation in Japan before 2019. Most of Japanese members were told exchange is coming soon, many times until 2019. And because Japan one life was like closed country, like isolation, and only specific leaders transmitted one life information. So we believed it, and we believed it was all true. In Deal Shaker, most of merchants made products by 100% one coin price or made a reservation system. It means they made reservation and sell after they can exchange. The product were expensive things like house, cars, jewelries, and in end of 2019, the bad leaders have left, and some leaders who want to make one ecosystem as true way in Japan went to leaders meeting in Sofia and Vietnam this time. Here is the leaders who joined leaders meeting in Ho Chi Minh from Japan. Jose Sugawara, and me, and Doremi, Yuji Kinoshita, Katsuya Mark Tajima, and Noriyasu Sato, Daisuke Sato, and my mom, Yuki Ikegam. It is really something wonderful to join 11 leaders, include 4 GLG and 3 country managers from Japan. And we realize how make one life situation around the world and how lead members to true way and feel how expand one ecosystem in Vietnam. For example, we were surprised that even old people use smartphone. Uh, sorry, a smartphone very well and make up account in the deal shaker. And most of Japanese One Life members are old people, but they cannot use it. They are they don't know how to use deal shaker and One Life, and even don't know all username. Most of Japanese One Life member are thinking need to hold training and practice many times like Vietnam members. And we could know deal shaker product should be should not be 100% prices and reservation because it does not make one ecosystem. In Japan, we had kind of bad situation last year, but now many Japanese leaders can change their own mind, and there is a strong bond between us, and we can improve it, and we can make Japanese members' mind change too. Second, I want to tell about deal shaker situation in Japan. We do not have deal shaker market very much now. I think active deal are just 191 because we were not sure we can use deal shaker as advertising medium, and we didn't not deal shaker attraction. So to improve it, we stopped making deals for reservation or 100% one price now. We try to hold training for elderly people. We try to hold mini bazaar on a regular basis, like Australia or Vietnam. At least, I want to share our expo. It's at February 22 to 23 and hold it in Shinagawa in Tokyo. More than 50 merchants join. Actually, there are more than 70 merchants before, but because of the coronavirus, many merchants canceled now. So we are planning to put staff for health maintenance to make safely expo. Like that. We got this idea. Oh, yes.
Saya, can I just ask? There's a lot of noise in the background there. People.
Oh, sorry.
Hard to hear. Just wonder if it's coming from your end in that regard. Oh no! Don't mute yourself. Yeah, I think maybe a little bit of background noise. There's some people in the background.
Sorry, but I cannot make better.
That's okay. No worries. Just continue. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay. And we got this idea from Vietnam, and uh, when we went to Dilsheka store and joined the leader meetings, there are always some staff to give masks and alcohol gel to uh, to be safe. So we wanna do same thing in Tokyo Expo to make safe Expo. And in the last, I wanna share the video of Dilsheka Tokyo Expo. I should turn off my mic. We made this video before, but many foreign members didn't know this video, so please search in Facebook or YouTube and check it out. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Saya, for your first appearance on the Wednesday mentorship webinar. This Tokyo event looks very, very exciting. I know it's going to be quite large, as in Tokyo is a bigger city than Osaka. However, Osaka has done it very well in the past, and I'm sure that Tokyo now is just going to eclipse and step up to the next level of Deal Shaker events. So yeah, looking forward to seeing video, photos, and hearing exactly what goes on in Tokyo this coming year. Could be more, could be even a lot bigger. So very excited. Just wondering if you might just stop your share there. So there we go. Just turn that off. Go back there. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, sorry about the background noise there. I guess just one of those things we couldn't control from our end. So either way, I think for those that are making the trip to Tokyo, have a fantastic time, and really make the most of the Deal Shaker event there in Tokyo. Support them, and yes, it'll just get bigger and bigger. So thank you again, Saya, DS, newly appointed DS country manager for Japan. So congratulations. Okay, so moving along, I'm going to call out Fred Fock, our Diamond member and our DS core team manager. Hello, Fred. Oh, it looks like you're back home already.
Yes, I am, sir. I am back home now.
Fantastic, safely back home. A few people actually got stranded in Singapore, so they were enjoying the city sights today, apparently.
Yes, Tan was stuck yesterday, and I think he just boarded the plane and head home.
Okay, so we'll see him back in Australia shortly. But how was? I'd like you to, if you can, update us on the what happened in Ho Chi Minh City, and because there was a lot going on, a lot of information, some really intense trainings and meetings with all the new information. Maybe you can give us a brief on that, and then also I know that you've just come back from Bangkok with Tipiwan and Boonchai and everyone there in Thailand, and that looked to be another fantastic event. So if you could please update everyone on those events.
Certainly. Just let me put on the PowerPoint. Just give me a minute. Yeah.
So while Fred's just getting ready, so literally probably just got back home from traveling. We are forging ahead around the world, and as you can see, the new updates of slides and all that. Look forward to seeing this presented by our DS Core Team Manager, Fred Pock.
And in fact, this is a PowerPoint that was used in the Vietnam meeting by Captain, and also in Thailand, right? As you can see that we changed it to Bangkok, Thailand on the 11th. And in fact, on the 8th of February, we used the same PowerPoint. But Simon is currently on the plane, so is King James, right? So that's why I have to share this information as an update to all the participants on the webinar tonight. So you can see this is a new design of GNLG, the Global Network Leadership Group. Okay. So as people together in the group, so this like a sense of unity, right? So what happened during these 3 days in Ho Chi Minh City on the 8th, 9th, and 10th? On the 7th, in fact, when we arrived on the 7th, we have a small little interaction with those groups who arrived on the 7th. And then after that, they went, the UK group, the Korean team, the Japan team, they all went for some shopping at some of the merchants around Ho Chi Minh City. I think they went to Tan's One Dream Club too. But I didn't get a chance because I was held up in a meeting and preparing for the next day meeting. So on the 8th, we have our captains and our co-captains update on this PowerPoint and some development. And also I did a presentation on why Deal Shaker is important in our total ecosystem and how do we actually recruit or sign up merchants effectively, a sales pitch that used to bring in merchant. So I'll probably be sharing this next week, right, on the next webinar. And then on the 9th, we also have a full day of training on Deal Shaker. It's by Nicolay. We'll be sharing how Vietnam, how they prepare and what is the back office, how we train the country managers, the new country managers. Yeah. And also I did a presentation on also the back office compliance of Deal Shaker, the compliance of how to organize bazaars, fairs, and expo. Right. We also discussed about, we also shared on how to write deals properly. Right. How Vietnam write deals, how the China group write deals. We try to standardize. We share this with all the country managers and the GNLG members. So subsequently, we will have all this PowerPoint shared with all the GNLGs and all the country managers, and they can actually duplicate the PowerPoint and use it in their training. And on the 10th, we have a very interesting discussion on our fees, right? That is the merchant fees. So this is also had a very, very interesting discussion over the past 4 days, 8, 9, 10, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 days. So let me just briefly run through this PowerPoint. Okay. So you can see in Ho Chi Minh City, we have it on the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, right? So there are 4 days of workshop and activities. The expo, the planned expo of 80 merchants were taken off because of the virus epidemic. So you can, as Saya has explained earlier on. So Captain and King James, they have a shared, part 1 and part 2. What is the current situation? The new GNLG, the Deal Shaker country manager core team that is set up, and talking about scope of work, responsibility, and activities. So you can see that these are the participants. There are more than this, more than this. So last month, 18 and 19 January in Sofia, that was the first GNLG and DS country manager meeting in Sofia Crypto Center. Yeah, why they do it there? Because it's for the European group, right? And also the Japanese team and the Korean team, I think they also fly up and have a meeting over there, right? So they get to visit the crypto center, right? Because as you know, there is many news in the month of December, right? In the month of January, saying that the crypto center is closed, the company website is down, right? And a lot of fake news is circulating, right? And causing a lot of disturbance to us. So as you can see, in the month of December, we transit to January, our website, the claim website that is down, okay, is already back in action. So there will be some fine tuning, like the fizzling site, it will be resolved soon. And they get to visit the crypto center, and some of the leaders are very, very emotional because they have walked this walk for a couple of years, right? And with all the bad news that is badly affecting everyone emotionally, and finally, when they get to walk into the crypto center, they were very, very emotional. Like from Gauha, Elena, right? They are very emotional. So we can see that they are very deeply rooted with the project that we have been working together for the past few years. So you can see there are core teams meeting in Ramada Hotel, right? It's a whole day affair. So need to mention about the Latin American team by together with Julian, with Raul, with Luis Segura. So they have been doing a very, very good job, fantastic job, by bringing the Latin American leaders together. They have a diamond meeting in Colombia, right, organized by Luis, right? So you can see that they have a good discussion with King James, and we have appointed, the company have appointed new country manager. And on the 8th and 9th of February, they have a Mexico Expo by the country manager, Aaron Sanchez and Marco Romero. So also, Michael was there in the Indonesia Bali event, hosted by Dr. Putra, also a fellow GNLG member from Indonesia, and talking about fintech, talking about e-commerce, right? So it's a one-day event in Singaraja, Bali. Okay. So what have been done? So as you can see, the websites are up. So some small errors are waiting to be fixed. Office is up and running. Their staff is working. It's not like what the rumors is talking about. By 4th of January, the company will be gone. All the staff will be laid off. It is not true. The second round of nominating and GNLG members. So as of today, I think we have about close to 120 leaders all around the world, right, working hard, like, to bring the information to their respective community. There are 4 core teams established as advised by the captains, right? And there are PowerPoints to share with you all about this. The bonus run that has not been reflected in our back office should be done and up by 15th of February. That is what was told. The restructuring of GNLG, the deal shaker managers and core team, right? And some of the deal shaker country managers have been selected. So this is a structure, I think, for those who are following our webinars, it's not new to this structure. This is a structure whereby the corporate, right, appointed the captain and the co-captain. There will be an advisory board, right, to give some advice on certain areas of what to be done. And the 4 core teams are 1 Forex, 1 Live, deal shaker, and the media and communication. And these 4 teams together, they will come up with solutions in their respective work. And there's a design and development team will actually implement, all right, the work and the action, okay, and deliver to the GNLG. And through the GNLG globally will pass on the information, instruction, news, right, to their respective community, which is the 3.6 million members in our One Life network. So you can see there's 4 teams, okay, and you realize that this is a new PowerPoint. Thank you to our design and development team, led by Mr. Ahmad Sharif. He's the one who actually planned this, and the team with Brad, you know, with a few others are actually doing some checking and making the PowerPoint attractive and effective. So there's the team leaders, okay, leading the 4 core teams. Okay, so we actually have a nomination process that the leaders nominate certain leaders, recommended certain leaders to be in the GNLG. So the role of this GNLG is to disseminate correct corporate information to the community at the right time. A lot of fake news, a lot of wrong news has been circulating, you know, in the social media and Facebook and all these things. So our advice to all our members, to our whole network, is that do not take news from the Facebook, you know, take news from the GNLG group. We will disseminate the news to the leaders and the leaders to you, right? So because there's a lot of fake news going around and which will mislead you. Because English literacy is important factor because we need to send this information. So we have all these GNLG members. One of their role is to translate this information and news into the respective local language, you know, like Chinese, Vietnamese, Thai, you know. So we need the GNLG members, right, to be able to do this role and disseminate the information. Whistleblowing. So when you see something is wrong, there's a problem, bring it up to the company, to the core teams respectively, and team will actually send it up to the captains, and we will do our very best to rectify the issue. So, and for the GNLG, there is a need to do declaration. You know, why? Because there is a responsibility, there's a role to play. And it's not just a name for the sake of being a GNLG member. We need to have work, right? And then we need to put ourselves in posters. We are expected to take part in weekly Tuesday GNLG webinars, right? And we at least must attend one regional Deal Shaker or One Life Network event. Okay? Worldwidely, we have to actually support, you know, the whole operation. Every 2 months, you know, we will review, right, the performance of individual. All the current GNLG are just nominees and contenders, right? And it is not confirmed. By the 1st of April, company will announce who are the confirmed selected, right, GNLG members. Okay. So there will be pin designs and things like that, you know. So these are some of the leaders, some of the members, okay, who are selected globally to represent certain regions and certain community, right? Just to glance, you know, right? Just to show you overall, right, some of the names, right? So as of today, we have 115, right? 115. Okay. So this is how we actually nominate. You know, you have to refer someone. So we just move on to this part because it has already been done. It's a history. There are a few email address that you may like to take down. All right, I'll get you to take a photograph of all this. Okay. We understand that with just one email, it is quite difficult because the topic may be different. So for marketing, for proposal, for legal matters, for support, for compliance, and for administration. So you can send your emails, your queries to all this email. Some of the email has been sent back to us for reference, and it's very interesting because in the email, we do not understand what are you writing, right? There's no reference of the username. There's no reference of What is your key point? They tell a long story, but we do not actually understand what are you asking. So make it specific, direct, highlight that if your account is frozen, example, why? Because 12 months I did not log in, see? And sometimes after 3 days, they will reply to you and ask, why have my account still not unfrozen? I have written to you, I've wrote to you 3 days ago. It took you 12 months to not log in, and that's why your account is frozen. And after write in for 3 days, you expect the company to take action to unfroze your account. And what are you doing for the past 12 months? Why don't you just log in once and your account will not be frozen? It's a compliance issue, right? For 12 months, you don't do your job, and the moment you write in an email, you expect people to respond to you and act for you in 3 days. I think that is not fair. You take you 12 months not to do something. Why don't it take 12 months for me to reply back to you? That you have to do two ways. Yeah. So the core team for the One Life Network is more on our network marketing business. You can see there are some leaders, right, assisting King James to do this the operation, the daily operation. Yeah. So next we have you can see there's Julian, there's Raj, Marco, Henrique, Luca, and our senior Black Diamond from Vietnam, Dao Hai Hao. And for the One Forex, it is something that the company are really looking into in doing developing. By March, according to the company reply, is that by March we will have some concrete direction, right, what to develop. So with Mr. Simon Lei, he also have a team selected to assist him, and all these people are actually experienced Forex professionals, or have interest, or they are actually a Forex professional. There you go, Tranquil. Right over here, we actually have 2 PhD, and we have at least 2 MBA individuals in this group of people. So, and for the deal shaker, for the deal shaker, right, it is to promote the one usability. We actually liaise with the regions to do the expo bazaar. So you can see these are the representative, the committee working with all the country managers. Yeah. So we also have a core team on the marketing, communication, information. Right. They are the team that actually do up a lot of the communication, PowerPoint, information, and it is led by Mr. Muhammad Adel, our Black Diamond GNL Dream. He is also a country manager for India. So the roadmap, that is way back in December. We have the captains have actually laid out a roadmap, for what we are going to do. With the vision 2 years ago that the company have actually set for 1 million members, 1 million merchants, and 10 million members, right? Users. We are talking about users, crypto users, and crypto merchants, right? So this is what a roadmap have been set up. Okay? So we set up work plan, we work and enjoy and win the results. So this is some of the information that was shared. So you can look at all the programs, all the events that is working out globally. So after the Vietnam 4 days, we travel to Bangkok because Mr. Boon Chai and TP Anna has arranged for 100 over members, Thai members and leaders, and we have a very good sessions on updating information and doing training, right, and updating information, how to do deal shaker and how to revive, right, action in Thailand, because there's a change of country manager. So as you can see globally, there are posters and roadmaps from Australia. You can see from our Blue Diamond Christy Conlina, the plan that he has developed in Europe for his region, his area. Okay. You can see there are activities this week in Odessa, Ukraine. Then next week, as Saya has mentioned, right, next week we have a Tokyo Expo. So you can see activities are moving, right? And in April, this is an event that the King James is promoting, you know, and it will be the biggest Latin American event, all right, so far. It is organized by Mr. Luis Segura, Blue Diamond, Colombia, and also the country manager for Colombia. So let's move on. Okay, so let's move on with some of the. Okay, oops. Okay, so this is a very brief update. You know, what has been done, what has been. Because this is a webinar, we still have Mr. Bunchai to do some sharing and TP. So I'm just doing a very brief update to show you what has been done in Ho Chi Minh City and in Bangkok. There will be more presentation, right, or workshop that we can do online every week. We'll be sharing with more of the deal shaker information on the next Wednesday webinar. So thank you so much for listening, and let's put the mic back to the host, Mr. Michael, and invite the next speaker, Mr. Bunchai and Tippy.
Wow, thank you very much, Fred, for that update. I'm sure that everyone have got something out of that. If you weren't at Ho Chi Minh City, then, you know, definitely from what we've seen in the GNLG and what's come from our captains has been very, very uplifting. And you know, it is only February in that regard. We're just still starting out the year. However, January has left us behind, and as Fred showed us, there are many events now starting to really take shape and take place. Just before I do introduce our next speakers, just wanted to show very quickly another little thing that is happening in Australia, along with our webinars and our groups uniting Australia. We will be doing a complete Australia tour to update everybody and basically unite Australia and get to know and see everybody. So looking forward to meeting everyone around Australia. And so that should be pretty exciting in the last week of February, as we have many events happening now right across the country, and just to create the usability. So this, wow, gives me very good pleasure to introduce a great friend of mine, two people that I've got to know quite well over the past few years. And seen them at different events around the world. We have our Blue Diamond, Mr. Bunchai Chantakoran, and Ms. Tipawan from Thailand. They were in Ho Chi Minh, so they've got all the latest in that regard as updates. They've also got a lot of information that's coming out of Thailand now and reuniting Thailand. So gives me great pleasure to welcome Ms. Tipuwan and Mr. Bunchai from Thailand. You both there?
Hello.
Swadika.
Hello, Swadika. Sorry, I cannot turn on my video because I'm on traveling to my hometown.
That's quite all right. So you're going to translate for Mr. Bunchai.
Sure.
Cool. All right, the floor is yours, guys.
So, Mr. Bunchai,
Hello.
are you here?
Hello.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. หน่อย พูดก่อนเลยมั้ย
Oh,
พูด
okay.
พูดก่อน
All right.
Yep, all good.
Which I would like me to start first, okay? In terms of the big training that we organized in Bangkok on 11. This is the special training because in Thailand we the leadership for quite a bit time to lead the team members in Thailand of deal checker, merchants, and all for all leaders and members who feel and who'd like to drive the checker.
I think you're just dropping in and out there, Noi. Obviously, on your phone traveling, it makes it a little bit
In
different.
Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, all good now. All good.
สัญญาณมัน
Yes,
ดี
yes.
เลยนะ
สัญญาณ delay เหรอคะ
มันขาด
มัน on traveling. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we got the numbers of 112 people to attend this training. The feedback of our members is very good feedback because they haven't heard any company news directly from the leaders, the core leaders, like this for a long time. I would say. And then in many years past, they have many questions about the companies, what happened, and especially in Thailand, we have many challenging situations, as everyone may have heard about the big deals coming up in a few years ago regarding gold booking, car booking, and a lot of news coming, and it was some problem during that time as well. And this situation make our community frustrate. I mean, so serious and facing to the problem, and there is no any leaders stand up to assist them or guide them, lead them to the right way. And this opportunity is very big opportunity for us and good chance that they will learn more about company information, about company update news, and we knows where to go now and what is the deal checkers compliance that year is all new policy and regulations that we need to respect, and this is the only way that we will. I mean, it is a very good chance for us that we know the way to go. I would say, and in Thailand, as everyone knows, it is we have a lot of merchants since we organized the big expo in 2018. It was very successful that event, and we got 100 merchants that most of them got 100% coin, and the people and the merchants themselves they had high expectation for exchange into money as well, and but since that time, and it take a bit long time that there is no any news about exchange. So this make a bit disappointed for the members, and it's very important now we gonna implement the right training course, the right training session for the members and for the merchants together in each region in Thailand from now on. Okay, the feedback of the meeting on the 11th, they're very impressed, and they never know that the company still insists and uh, strongly, insist to go on again, and they never know that Dr. Ruja mother still be with the company. This is the first time, and they're very exciting and very impressed. In terms of the company information, and also for the deal checker point of view, we have learned a lot from Mr. Fred Falk, our captain, our deal checker core leaders. he teach us for sales pitching, sales pitch, and this is another point of view that we just know that, oh, okay, this is very good pitch technique to the merchants. And I sit down with my team to plan about the growing deal checker merchants in Thailand in all regions in the same time, from the volunteer leadership that they apply us. Okay, from tomorrow onwards, we're gonna start our internal leadership meeting in our internal group lines or webinars, our internal webinars in the country, and we will implement the right training course and the merchants training, deal checker training in terms of compliance and how to write the deal correctly. And this will be enhance our e-commerce system. Deal checker e-commerce system will be raised up more professional. Okay, the way that Mr. Fred expressed in the meeting is touched in our heart, that we know and realize that we try to make our deal checker more professional and high standard from now on compared to the past. Is different, and also the pricing itself should not be overpriced. And this is challenging situation in Thailand as well, that our team need to thinking and planning properly, and try to be friendly with them, and try to be teamwork together. We're not gonna work as the leadership or downline, something like that. We're gonna work as a teamwork. We are the team. We will support you, whatever you want to do in your region, in your province. We will support everything to you, and we will go there to work together with them to implement deal checker merchants in their province, something like that. We will work closely together with all leaders in Thailand. So, and we have got a lot of feedback from the leader as well, that they have a lot of plan to do in that region. And we may have a specific like real estate deal checker bazaar somewhere, maybe in Chonburi, because one of the leaders would like to arrange that. And also in Hua Hin itself, we met Mr. Guang, because he is a Chinese diamond that he residents in Thailand for a while, and he has a project to do in Thailand, in Hua Hin. Prachuap Khiri Khan is take a few hours from Bangkok. It is beach destination, and we together with Bunchai as well, we're going to be there to sit down and discuss about big project with them over there. So a lot of work's coming, and we will have proper plan and send to the company uh, to get the approval and to finalize everything. Okay, for me, in terms of deal checker point of view, uh, is very good feedback now, and so far so good. I think deal checker Thailand will raise up again and wake up again. We will make it happen, and okay, we expect the successful event will coming, and we expect to have a big event in Thailand soon. But before the big event that we're gonna have, we would like to have a mini expo or bazaar in East region first, and make them used to it, and be more professional to organize the big event. And after that, we're gonna have expect to have big event before the end of this year. Okay, for me, that's all for me. Thank you so much. And then from now, Mr. Bunchai would you like to say something that I can translate for you?
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you.
Okay, ขอบคุณหน่อย Hello everyone.
Hello everyone.
Everyone, okay. Good
ได้ยิน
afternoon.
ค่ะ
Good morning. Good evening. My friend. My name Bunchai Chantolokon, GNLG Thailand.
Yes, I'm Bunchai, GNLG Thailand.
Yep. คือสิ่งที่เราได้รับประสบการณ์จากวันที่11ที่ผ่านมาเนี่ยมันมีการตอบสนองจากสมาชิกที่เข้าไปเนี่ยอยากให้เราเนี่ยไปให้ความรู้ทั้งเรื่องของ One Academy แล้วก็ One Life รวมทั้งDeal Checker ในลักษณะเวิร์กช็อปนั่นแหละ
Okay. I have got the feedback from the members from the meeting on 11 that they would like us to have a training station in terms of One Academy to implement One Academy knowledge and Deal Checker knowledge, and also One Life back office information as well, because they don't have much more information about this for a long time.
นั้นในจุดแรกเนี่ยระดับมหาวิทยาลัยนะที่ชลบุรีเนี่ยเขาต้องการให้เราเนี่ยไปให้ความรู้กับนักศึกษากับสมาชิกในภาคตะวันออกของประเทศไทยนะฮะแล้วก็จัดเวิร์กช็อปให้เขาเพื่อไปให้สร้างความเข้าใจให้มากขึ้นเพราะว่าตอนนี้เนี่ยเขาเห็นชัดแล้วว่าเหรียญวันคอยกับดีลเช็คเกอร์เนี่ยมันทำงานด้วยกันได้อย่างมีประสิทธิภาพจากการประชุมและตอกย้ำของกัปตันแล้วก็ของคอดีเชเกอร์เฟดฟ็อก
During this event, there is one professor from the university in Chonburi province, east region of Thailand, and he very impressed, and now he understands about what is the ecosystem between cryptocurrency and e-commerce platform like Deal Checker, and he realized that Deal Checker platform, it is a powerful tool to drive up the one coin cryptocurrency to be usability, and he invite our team to have the training for them in the university over there, in terms of give the knowledge to their student in the university, Burapha University in Chonburi province.
คือตอนนี้คนไทยมีความเชื่อมั่นขึ้นมาในระดับหนึ่งเพราะว่ามีผู้ใหญ่ท่านดำรงนะฮะได้แปลหนังสือของดร.รุจานี้ออกมานะฮะแล้วก็คนไทยหลายคนก็ได้อ่านหนังสือเล่มนี้แล้วก็มีความเข้าใจที่ถูกต้องมากขึ้นนะใช่ครับ
And also we have General Damrong, the one who translates
It's 6 o'clock.
Dr. Ruja book in Thai language, and most of the Thai people now they have chance to learn about finance book of the Dr. Ruja, how to earn profit, right? Yes, and we have more knowledge from this book, so we will implement this knowledge to public from now on more and more. Yeah.
เราตกลงกันว่าเราพยายามจะให้ความรู้เกี่ยวกับเรื่อง One Academy ให้มากขึ้นสำหรับคนที่มีแพ็กเกจอยู่แล้วให้เขาได้พยายามให้เขาได้สอบแต่ละเลเวลเนี่ยให้มันผ่านนะฮะเขาจะได้มีความเข้าใจว่าเขาถือสินทรัพย์อะไรอยู่ว่าวันคอยมันสำคัญแค่ไหน
So we will have One Academy training course for the member who interested to learn about fintech as well, because they need to know more knowledge about what we have now, what are we holding now. It is a value access that we have, but we don't have enough knowledge to handle it. So this is important that we need to implement one academy education for the members.
แล้วในสิ่งที่สำคัญเมื่อเราขับเคลื่อนไปเนี่ยมันจะมีการเทรนเรื่องของดิวเช็คเกอร์ที่เป็นกฎระเบียบเงื่อนไขแล้วก็ต้องมีการเทสเหมือนกันอย่างเงี้ยนะครับที่ผ่านมามันเป็นประโยชน์สำหรับคนที่ซื้อสินค้าแล้วก็เอาสินค้าเข้ามาขายใช่ไหมมา
Also we will pay attention in the regulation of deal checker compliance, and we may have some testing for them as well to make sure that they know how is the deal checker regulations.
โอเคเรายังวางแผนที่จะทำงานร่วมกับทางอินโดนีเซีย IDA ของดรพุทธาอินโดนีเซียนะฮะเราจะเดินไปคู่กันเกี่ยวกับเรื่องของการให้ความรู้ในเรื่องของ FinTech Cryptocurrency แล้วก็ E-commerce ในตามมหาวิทยาลัยแล้วก็ทุกจุดที่เราเคลื่อนที่ไปนะครับ
Okay, I have planned to contact the university and talk about IDA that Dr. Putra has signed this MOU, and we need to implement this in Thailand as well and inform them how is important of IDA.
โอเคแล้ว
ก็อะไรนะคะ
โอเคไม่มีอะไรแล้วครับก็เท่านี้ไม่มีอะไรครับ
Okay, that's all for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Tipiwan Kumalak and Mr. Boonchai Chintakoran. Very, very glad to see you back on the airwaves from Thailand. And yes, good to see that Thailand is, back and very exciting to, see some action coming out of Thailand, because really that expo that was held in Thailand that you mentioned, wow, that was the catalyst to really skyrocket everything into the stratosphere. So super excited to see Thailand working again and getting back on track like we all are. Everyone's faced their difficulties, but 2020 now with as you see, the new professional direction and professional setup, I'm sure that we'll all be able to work in one direction and one way, and the flow of information will be obviously a lot better. Simon and King are flying right now, but we do know that they're really keen on keeping everybody up to date, and the new GLG, as Fred said, they are contenders. They're not there for life. You do need to be very active to be a part. You do need to be nominated to be a part, and this group of people at this stage are the link between, as you've seen on the slide, the link between the core teams and the network itself. So fantastic to have all of those group of people, the 115 contenders at this point in time, working as one and disseminating all the information out to the members, the 3.6 million members. So without all of that said, I'd like to thank all of our speakers tonight, Ms. Tipiwan, Mr. Boonchai and Fred, and everyone for coming on board. Next week there will be more information as the deal shaker starts to unroll. So this is really important. You need to get to your teams, tell them, send them the link, get them on board, and get them up to speed with really what's coming, because before we know it, June, July will be here, and the company will be obviously rolling out the DS, new DS platform. So we're going to get updates, and you need to be on this mentorship webinar every Wednesday. So please get the link out to your teams, and we look forward to seeing you here next Wednesday, 1500 hours Sophia time, and we'll catch you all next week. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's bye from.
Yeah, thank you very much, Michael.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Fest.
Bye.
Okay, thank you all. Bye bye. Good night.
Bye.
Good morning.
night.
Good afternoon.